Okay, so I have not done a bike check yet, so I figured I'd do a quick one before I head down. So this is a week after, well, a little over a week after my first ride. So I've gotten the suspension a little bit more dialed, which is great. It feels a lot better, a lot less stiff. I might do slight changes after, but I'll be curious to see what the route that I did on my first ride feels like today. So, literally, well, almost everything is an upgrade on this bike compared to the last. So it's pretty epic. It's even lighter, but anyhow, we'll start with the wheels. So it came with a Maxxis Minion DHR2, the Exo Plus casing, Max Terra in the back, and it actually came with the same thing but Exo casing in the front, but I actually switched it out and got a DHF2 double down because that's what I ran on my other bike, and I like the edge grip, and some of the demos I've tried have had different types of tires that I just couldn't lean as hard, which could get frustrating. Next, the derailleur is Exo 1 axis. First time wireless shifting outside of one of the demos I've hit, which had XX, but it was wildly out of tune, so it didn't work very well, but this is awesome. Cranks are carbon cranks. Obviously that doesn't mean that much, but I guess that's pretty cool. They feel like the other ones. Technically they're 5mm shorter than my other ones, so I haven't really noticed it. I still do need to do a bike fit on this. Like, I'm close to where I need to be, but I'm not quite, and it's really hard to do a bike fit on your own. I am certified in bike fit, but I don't have a trainer. The last clinic I was at did, but I am unable to do it, so I'm gonna be getting a friend to help me. The shocks, the Float X, it's 150mm travel. The fork is the Fox 36 factory with the Group 2 damper, obviously. And it's 160mm travel, 29er front and rear. The brakes are Code RSCs compared to the G2 RCs that I had, and my God, they are wildly better, and it's not even close. I was surprised. I thought the G2s were good. Dear Lord, these pack so much more of a punch. It's awesome. They also came with the slightly higher end rotors for the slightly increased heat dissipation. It's been cold pretty much most of the rides I've done so far. I haven't felt brake fade, so it's hard to fully know. But compared to the G2s, and clearly this isn't fully objective because I just haven't had it long enough, and I don't know the average temperature of the Evil, but it does feel like they fade less for sure. They're also 200 front and rear, and my Evil has 200 front, 180 rear. And that brings me to one other thing. I think the frame is beautiful, personally. Obviously, that's a very subjective thing, but I think this bike looks incredible. And that brings me to the last thing, which is probably the most wild. So you constantly hear people raving about carbon rims, and I can genuinely tell you, they definitely feel better. I don't even, like, at first I was almost like shocked, because, you know, some people have a bit overblown opinions, but yeah, they genuinely do feel snappier. Like, you turn and it's like immediate. The rigidity, if you're slipping off of something, if you're pushing into a berm, like, you feel less of that, I know I used this word last week, but like reverberation, or like, I don't know, slight elasticity, if that makes sense. But yeah. Oh, and then the last thing, I did put cush core in the back. It is not enjoyable to do that, but at least I did it. Yeah. All right, now for the fun part. Oh. So let's see how having the suspension in a much better place feels on these trails. Man, you can real rail burns. Oh, that is wild. What a beautiful morning. Oh man, this feels so much better than it did. It's not even close. Nice. Woo. Tell you what, 3 days in a row definitely makes you tired. Yeah. Woo. Yeah. Oh man, this bike feels incredible. Man. Oop. Bad turn. Oh. Oh. Okay, now that little chunky section. Okay, fun part times 2. Yeah. Okay. Little jump. Slightly larger jump. Hip. I couldn't push through that. Felt unsettled. That's glare. Can't really see. Man, this rails berms. Now let's see how Atlas feels with a better setup. Man, this section is so hard to get smooth. Oh. think I've ever been able to, even on the 29er. It feels pretty chunky. Man, this bike's incredible! Let's fucking go!